I was hoping to do a full top to bottom hive inspection, but with this wind blowing, even in a sheltered spot like this, I probably won't. There's so much wind swirling around that the smoker, the smoke is just not going anywhere. I gotta, anyway. This is not ideal. I wouldn't be surprised because of this polyhive that the frames are going to be stuck together between the boxes. And it's going to be a pain in the butt pulling up this box. That's the number one reason why I don't like this hive. No, yeah, they're stuck. Yep, great. What a pain in the neck that is. So now I have to waste all this time cracking these frames. With the wind blowing everywhere and the bees getting more agitated, it's not, this is, if this was a wooden hive, I could just lift the box up and that'd be the end of it. I would have had this box off by now, and I probably have the second box off by now. And the longer you keep the boxes open, the more guard bees that you have coming up, trying to figure out what's going on, and then eventually they can get agitated and start stinging you. And these guys are, these girls, whatever you want to call them, they're not there yet, but they're moving fast. They're on guard for sure. Yeah, for this reason, I don't think I'm going to use this hive again. That box was just heavy, 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 heavy with honey. Alright, we got some brood down here. I can see it. Let me just see if I can turn this camera down a bit here. There we go. So there is brood. So this is a Caucasian queen apparently. So let's see what we got. If they start stinging though, I'm out. Because I'm not in the mood for that on a windy day. So this is capped, scattering of capped brood. Yeah, see this wind blowing around, it's a bit of cold air. That ain't no good. So I got bees down in this box, and I can see them down in the next box too. So what this looks like is actually, it looks like brood has already hatched out. Like I would guess, I would say that's a frame of brood that's hatched out, but the queen hasn't refilled the cells. The bees are calm. Yeah, we got fresh brood, 4 or 5 day old brood, all throughout this frame. Yeah, this one too. Oh yeah, fresh brood laid today in this frame. I might spot the queen soon. They're moving around a lot. Yep, more fresh and capped brood. My guess is that the queen is laying eggs, and instead of doubling back and refilling the places where the brood has emerged, this feels like honey. Yeah, it is. I got tons of honey in this hive. I think I got my honey game worked out. I don't have to worry about my bees. Yeah, this is capped honey. So this is in the second box, and 1, 2, 3, 4 frames of capped honey right there. The bees are in a good temperament. I'm not seeing a lot of bopping behavior, you know, where they're coming after me, trying to make me go away. So that might change as soon as I kill a few bees here. Yeah, I just squished a few bees. Oh, there's a dead bee. Whoop. Oh yeah. Another one there. So that's, I don't know, I'd say 4 frames of brood. I'm going to dig down into the bottom box and get rid of the bottom box because it's probably empty. And I just want to reduce the size of the colony, or size of the... Whew, still heavy with honey. The top box nearly broke my back. Lots of bees down here too. I see 1, 2, 3 frames of capped honey on the edge here. So this is honey, 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 honey. This might be some brood down here, so I'll just take a quick peek. I wouldn't be surprised if my smoker goes out. The bees are not defensive at all. This feels like an empty frame. It is. Yeah, it's totally empty. Some, no queen. She's got plenty of room to lay. These bees are definitely more, they move faster than I'm used to. My Italian bees move slower. These bees are almost like moving like they're agitated. Let's see here. Yeah, they're bringing in lots of pollen, or some pollen. Most of these frames are empty. Oh, they're bringing in tons of pollen in this frame. There's nothing wrong with this colony. They smell good. There's no dampness in the hive, no poop in the hive. I got bees crawling on my hands. They're totally chill. Let's see if we see what we find in the middle here. Lots of bees. So they've definitely been brooding up for a while. A lot of bees. This is a whole lot of bees. No queen. No, I'm not looking too. I'm looking a little bit for the queen, but not going crazy. This is a honey frame that they're just consuming. So this is crazy. I'm down to the 3rd box and I still got honey. I could feed them thin syrup to stimulate them, but I don't think I need to stimulate them. I think they're fine. This is an old frame with plastic white foundation and I can't see anything on it. I can't tell if there's eggs in it or what. Anyway, all kinds of bees here. So I think I'm done. I'm going to remove this box and remove the bottom box. And that's about it. I don't think they need anything. Oh geez, this is honey. That's interesting. So I see a lot of bees down by the honey. So that's the 3rd box down from the top. The queen could be on this frame. I see one little egg in one of these cells. See, I got a big clump of bees right there. Makes me think maybe the queen is in it. But in terms of brood, there's nothing in this box, I don't think. And the other box had probably about 4 or 5 frames. So I'm going to remove this box and then remove the bottom box completely. And hopefully it's not stuck with burr comb between the frames. Really nice bees though, gotta say it. Not one of them has tried to sting me yet. I mean, they would if I started banging the place. Oh man, I think these frames are stuck together between the boxes again. Nope. So there's the very bottom box. And I'm gonna guess, I've still got a fair bit of bees down here. Empty, empty. Hold on. Yeah, empty, 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 empty. There's a lot of bees on this frame. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, a lot of clumpy bees, a lot of carpenters between the boxes. Okay, I think this is done. I'm always sort of looking for the queen, but if she's in a weird space, like if she's down in this box for some reason. That's it, they're done. Now I'm going to clean off this bottom box. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all. There's nothing to clean. No, pretty good. Okay. So let's put it all back together. Yeah, this is when the bee starts stinging me in the face or something. Oh man, a lot of carpenters between the boxes, man. Holy crap. Man, there's honey in every box. When you got a nice wind blowing, you can put the smoker on one side of the hive and the smoke just blows over the bees. Not today. The wind is blowing from all different directions. Oh, so this is the box that has the honey. No, not the honey, the brood. But it's also got 3 frames of honey at least. Holy man, it's heavy. Whew. The difference in the weight between honey and brood is just, it's massive. All right, this is the top box, and it's packed with honey. I'm gonna break my back. Here we go. Oh. Oh. Okay. We're done. The bottom box, which is right here behind the hive, so it used to be the bottom box, and the bottom box usually by the end of the winter is completely empty, and it is. There's nothing in those frames. A nice chunk of bees right here though. So I get rid of that box because I think the bees tend to build up quicker when they're in a smaller contained space, just a smaller hive. So that's what I'm doing for now. They have so much honey that I think what I will do, so the brood is here in this box. I would say that the middle of this frame, this box is full of brood. It's possible that that cap brood is a result of the pollen that I gave them about 2 weeks ago, and then I didn't continue with that pollen because of the weather. I couldn't give them any more, so it might have given them just a little spike in the pollen production, or in the brood production, and now she's tapering off again because there's no natural pollen coming back in. But still looks really good. Bees in every box, honey in every box. That's pretty much full of capped honey up there. This has got capped honey here, bunch of brood, scattered capped and open brood here, and then the bottom box, there might have been some brood down there, but I'm not sure. And I didn't spot the queen, and that's fine. I really hate this polyhive, the way it's built. You see that ridge right there? That just makes it impossible to twist the boxes before you lift them and snap off or break off the burr comb between the bottom of these frames and the top of the frames in the box underneath. And I really, really hate that. I just hate that completely. So I'm not gonna, for that reason, I'm not gonna definitely get this brand of polyhive again, but I think the polyhive itself is totally fine. It's really nice. So I've got this box right here, and the bees usually go right into the hive when they figure out, okay, the entrance is there, let's go in, but these bees are sort of clinging a bit, so I don't think the queen is there, but what I'll do is just shake those bees into the hive instead. You can see them starting to scent already, and they might just come through right here, right? I think there's enough space for them to come through. You know what, maybe I'll just leave it alone. There. So they're still in there, but they're not exposed to the sun. And I'll come back in an hour and see if all that scenting down there has attracted those bees in there to go into the hive. But yeah, I'll check on them later. 2-year-old Caucasian queen in a fully established colony, already brooding up, but not like, I wouldn't call that a massive amount of brood. In fact, it almost looks like maybe that pollen that I did give them about 2 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks now, gave them a round of cap brood that I'm looking at right now, and then they stopped because the pollen ran out, and that's how it is. Some queens just don't do anything without real pollen. But either way, that's looking great. I have no worries about this colony at all. As long as I didn't kill the queen, we're good. And I would like to inspect my other colonies today. Dig deep into them, sort of like I did here, but I don't know if you can tell, but man, the trees are just singing with wind. When it's windy, it's just like, bees don't like it, I don't like it. I think I got lucky today, but Anyway. Oh, and here's this polyhive. There's the hole. The last hole that was chewed into by, not chewed into, pecked into by northern flickers. I saw plenty of space for the queen to lay, so they're good. I'm leaving town for about a week, starting next week. What I might do, just to be safe, I might pull up some of those honey frames, just completely remove them, and replace them with some drawn comb, just in case the queen starts saying, okay, while I'm away, she goes on a laying frenzy and starts laying eggs everywhere. So I have so much honey up there, I don't think it's a problem, so I can just pull some of those frames of honey, replace them in the middle with some drawn comb, and yeah, she should have room to lay, because the number one rule in my beekeeping is always give the queen room to lay. Okay, we're back. It's about an hour or so. Let's see what these bees are doing. Oh, they're still hanging out. Alright, well, screw this. I'm gonna knock them out. There we go. Let's shake some bees. Well, they appear to be bringing in a little bit of nectar. I don't know where they're getting it from. It's getting cold and cloudy. In fact, I'm feeling speckles of rain. And this is when you get stung in the face because you're not wearing a veil. And you think, oh, everything's cool now. Nope. This polyhive, even though I don't like the way the boxes go together, there's hardly any mold or any kind of moisture issues in it at all. I like that. It's a condensing hive with no upper ventilation and basically insulation all around it. And I think basically the screen bottom board, which provides a lot of bottom ventilation. Oh, there's one frame here that's got some issues with mold, but that's at the very bottom, which is normal. Yeah, it's basically a screen bottom board, like full ventilation in the bottom. And I think that if you have like a little bit more extra ventilation down below, and with insulation up top and all around, you're good to go. Anyway, those bees are scenting, and they found their way home. So they're just... there we go. Yeah, I'll just leave that like that. But anyway, looking good. Oh, I got bees crawling all over me. That's it. Oh, those frames are there. There's a little bit of mold, but that was on the bottom, very bottom frame. That was empty pretty much probably empty all winter, which that can happen. But I don't think any of the other frames in the other boxes look anything like that. They're perfect. So, except for this ridge, I really like this, the results from this polyhive so far. Yep. Okay. Until next time.